the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, race fans, welcome back to the Dirt Racing Network and our live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night 360 Wingless Sprint Car Series. Eldora this evening as the drivers are taking to the track for qualifying. Still a mad scramble to get the technical difficulties worked out for all of this, but I am very close to having it back to perfection. A couple of logos are messed up, but I will just have to deal with that, and we will roll through the evening the way that we need to. 3 laps for these drivers in qualifying. They get averaged on their 3 laps, and that is how they will start in their heat races. "21 drivers checked in. All 21 will make it to tonight's feature race. Flipping around between cars, many out here. We're going to go look at the rowdy one. Oh, Billy Rowley in the house. Kobe Cooper, first to get his 3 laps in, 15:89. His average time. Miles Jansen, exactly the same. Vinny Sansone, 15:557. Billy Rowley, 15:71. Position number 2, Craig Silby jumps to the top of the board, 15:55. Go watch the little hurricane here, Mason Hannigan. Got to be in close to his 3 laps. Nathan Davis jumps to 7th. Matt Westphal in here tonight. Joe Quinn making his first appearance. All the way up to the top. The 901 machine. 4th quick. Garrett Boyd on track. Looks like Boyd has decided to take it off. He is not having a good time out there. We're waiting for this lap right here to see where Mason Hannigan is going to time in, and Hannigan jumps to fifth quick. So 17 cars of time. Saban Babette, 15:51. So about 4 100ths quicker than Silby. So the 98 machine going to be your quick qualifier for the evening. Boyd, Tiernan, and Westfall. No time for those 3 drivers. So a little bit of counseling before they get ready to go out on track. And heat race number 1 looks like it is going to roll out. Let's look at our starting lineups. Going to be Alex Trzynski on the pole. But Cody Terry will start on his outside. That's a 23 for Trzynski, the 93 for Terry. Vinny Sansone, your points leader in the series, picked up his first win last week. He will start position number 3. And then Saban Babette, your quickest qualifier for the evening with the 4-car invert. He will start on the outside of row number 2. Shades is going to start in row number 3 on the inside. That's Nathan Davis in the 36 car. On his outside, the 92 of Peyton Grease. Old PG will start towards the back of this one. And then the dirt track terror, Mr. James Tiernan. In that 14 machine, he is going to start in our 7th and final starting position for heat race number 1. Hello, Mr. Stinson. Hello, Mr. Nichols. Anybody else out there, if you're watching over on YouTube, Facebook, or Trovo, as Twitch seems to be down right now. Our connection to Twitch is down. Twitch itself is not down. Don't nobody freak out about that, please. But we are having problems, and we are trying to work with tech support to get that problem all fixed up. Ran into a big issue last night. It is carried over into today's broadcast, but right now we are working to fix all of that. So hopefully everything will go smoothly. I think Dom had a great show in the wing sprint cars just a little bit ago from Weed Sport. That was just a little bit of a messy race, but tough place to race as it is, and the guys did what they could to get through it nice and neat. I want to say Mason Hannigan picked up that win. He's in here in the wingless car tonight, so a quick trip over to Eldora for him. He'll be ready to go with no wing. But we're going to go green out of 4 right here. Down the back stretch, keeping the field nice and tight. Trzynski and Terry. Pace truck is in. Trzynski on the hammer, and we're green. Trzynski goes top shelf. It's not going to be long, and Sansone is going to try to run right past him. Sansone had the lead coming out of 2. We'll see who's got it coming out of turn number 4. And it looks like the 80 car. Vinny Sansone at the line by just a tick. Trzynski claimed it right back going in the corner, but I think it's just too much momentum on the top side. And Sansone definitely going to lead lap 2. Trzynski, Babette right there behind, then Tiernan from the back row all by himself all the way up into the 4th position already. And the Terror out there wreaking havoc, moving through cars left and right. Cody Terry, Nathan Davis, Peyton Grease rounding out the field. Side-by-side battle now between Babette and Trzynski, and Babette tried to use the slider line, didn't work. We'll watch him this time as he slides it up to 2nd. He is closing in on Sansone, but Trzynski got a good run through the middle of the corner. Now Trzynski going to cut underneath out of 2. Great battle here for 2nd. Tiernan's got a good seat for this as those two get close together. Again, that time Trzynski had 2nd behind Sansone. Babette right there into the 3rd spot, and then Tiernan right there, and he's closing in. We're getting down to the end of this one. 2 to go this time. Babette gets around that time. Now 3 wide through 1 and 2. Big slide job. Might have been a little contact. I'm not exactly sure. Looked like those guys did a good job of avoiding the wreck. But that lets Straczynski go right back up to second. Tiernan now has third. Babent, Terry Davis, and Grease as we are on the white flag lap, and I think Vinny Sansone's going to pick up right where he left off last week. And he is going to go straight to the win column here at Eldora. Round number 7 starts off for your points leader just like he needed. Straczynski, Babent, Terry Davis, Grease, and Tiernan, as James Tiernan has problems there on the last lap. So heat 1 going to be in the books. Drivers will clear the track. And they will get ready to line up for heat number 2. We will run through the starting lineup. It's going to be Whiskers, Ernie Williams, the 91 car on the pole, and then the Rowdy one, Billy Rowley, is going to start next to that in the 79. Duke cover for the series, the 901 of Joe Quinn will start inside row number 2 with Craig Silby. Second quickest, only missed it by 4/100ths of a second. He starts the 7 car in position number 4. Colby Cooper in the 9 will start inside row number 3 with Jacob Denny on his outside. The 61 car you need to watch. Jacob Denny very quick every single time he has come to race here in the series. And then on the back, OG body, Garrett Boyd starts the 21 machine. That'll be the dark blue car that you're going to see go by there. Way back here at the back. So we'll have one more heat after this one. Everybody's going to the feature. These guys racing for their starting spots. Be sure you say hello in the chat, guys. Let us know where you're watching from. If you got a favorite driver you're in here cheering for, let us know who that is. Don't forget to come by our Facebook page, the Dirt Racing Network. Like, share, and follow. If you're over on the YouTube or Trovo, subscribe to the channel. You know every time we go live, get notifications. See old Tiny Dancer trying to put the show on. Well, as long as he's not in his tutu tonight, we'll be all right, folks. All right, pace truck is in. Williams finds the throttle. Green flag in the air. Down into 1 and 2. They are spread 4 wide right there coming out of turn 2. They narrow it down to 2 rows of 2, and they're going to go into 3 and 4. 3 wide for second. The end of lap number 1. It was Joe Quinn going to the point at 901 machine. Started inside row number 2. He leads lap 1. He's got company. Silby is right there, the 7 car. Right through the middle. Can Silby hang on, lead lap 2? Yes, he does. Quinn was second. Now Rowley. Yo, Rowdy one. Running in the 3rd spot, Jacob Denny up to 4th. I mentioned him before this heat started. Watch for the 61 car to be fast all night long. He goes around Rowley into 3rd. Cooper and Williams side by side back here for 5th and 6th. And then G-Body way at the back. Not his forte, but man, he has fun doing it. Kind of a fan of that 21 car just a little bit. Not too much. I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but he's my apprentice. I got to cheer for him a little bit. So Silby, Quinn, and Denny, 1, 2, 3. Rowley still 4th, and Rowley putting some pressure on Denny. Trying to get in there. We're down to 3 to go. Rowley's going to have the spot at the line. We'll see if he can hang on to it through 1 and 2. The Rowdy one making the 79 car look pretty good out there tonight with no wing on it. I'm used to seeing him with the wing. But he's got 3rd now, and he closed in on Quinn going into the corner. Here comes the slider from Denny. Denny slides across the nose, parks it right there. He's got it. White flag. Out of 4, Craig Silby, Joe Quinn, Jacob Denny, Billy Rowley, your top 4, Cooper Williams and Boyd. And I don't think much is going to change here as we get ready to come around and wrap this one up. Yeah, Silby sees the checkered flag. He'll win heat 2. Quinn, Denny, Rowley, Cooper, Williams, and Boyd into that order. Hello, Mr. Nichols again. Always fun to have Tim in the chat with us. All right, cars gridding out for our final heat race of the evening. It's going to be Garrett Holsey in the 44 on our pole, and then on his outside, in the 118, that's going to be old Tiny Dancer Scott King. Row 2 on the inside, the little Hurricane, Mason Hannigan in the 1 car. Skylar Brown in the 10, that's the bright yellow machine you're going to see on the outside of row number 2. Miles Jensen, the 35, inside row number 3, next to the 1J of Jacob Schmutz. And then Matt Westfall in that 19 car on the back. Westfall's first appearance in the series. That car shows the 33. Not going to be the 19. He'll show the 33 on the side of the car. Always fun to have the real-life guys in with all of our regulars. We got a little shuffle at the front. Halsey didn't make the call. Neither did Jensen. So we're already down to 5 cars in this one as drivers having some kind of issue. That'll put, looks like Hannigan on the pole. And they will shuffle around. I think Westfall's supposed to scooch up to the front, but I don't think he wants to get up in there since it's his first. Now, there he comes. He's going to get himself up in there. So 5 cars, everybody's transferring. Does not matter. We're going to get out of this. These guys will have just a couple of minutes probably in the warm-up, and we'll get ready to go to it. Put the green flag in the air for our final heat race. Into 1 and 2. Hannigan grabs the lead. Tiny Dancer keeping that 118 car. Stuck in there in second, but he's going to have company. That's going to be the 10 car of Skylar Brown. Brown always dangerous. Every single night. Seen him have some really bad luck in the wing cars over the last few weeks. You can see he saw that slider coming, and he cut that car down very, very early. So Hannigan to the point. Good battle for second and third right here. We're watching Skylar Brown, Scott King go at it. Now Brown has the advantage. Off the top side, Skylar Brown to second, King to third, Schmutz is fourth, Westfall. Hanging tough, running fifth, staying in touch. He's not that far behind. 3 seconds off your leader, but 3 seconds here isn't very far. King on the slider line. Let's watch Jacob Schmutz for just a minute here. Into 3 and 4. Westfall starting to close in for the 4th spot down there. You can see how big this track really looks when you only got a handful of cars on it. We're going to go back to the front because we're going to get 2 to go, and Skylar Brown starting to reel in Mason Hannigan. Seen these 2 go at it before. Brown, very steady, very accomplished. Going to close in right on the push bar, white flag in the air. He's got 4 corners to get it done if he's going to try to pick up the win. Otherwise, Hannigan is going to have another heat race win notched in his belt, and he's going to hang on and pick up the win in Heat 3. Brown second, King third, Schmutz fourth, and Westfall, after closing in, fell back just a little bit at the end. So the field's set. These guys will have just a little bit of time for their warm-ups. We'll let you know that tomorrow night, PRO Sidewinder Dirt Series, 9 o'clock Eastern. We are working very hard to make sure that we have all of our stuff fixed. Try to get everything back in order. We're just waiting for some information from tech support so we can hook back to Twitch. Hopefully the Twitch followers found their way to YouTube or to Trovo. We're not really sure how long these guys are going to be out here on the warm-up. We'll find out that they can, they only have 5 minutes, so if they want to run down, I think they want to work the track so we get 2 lines. I hope the stream is doing okay, guys, because I have not been paying attention to any of the channels. Oh, I still have sound on in this thing. We can't be having none of that, so. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, go back to scene. Sorry, I had to see if that was even going to work. So I'm sorry if that popped up real quick. Oh, it should come back. I don't know what you're watching it on. Yeah, it'll come back to you. They all came back. We're going to let these guys do their warm-up. Make sure we thank a few people. Tim Nichols over at Tim Sims for all the support that he gives. Not just DRN and DSRL, but pretty much any kind of racing and any form of sim racing. A lot of us guys couldn't do any of this without somebody like that, so thank you to him. All of our guys over at School of Sim Racing, they help these guys out with setups every single night. Make sure we get a premium field on the track and bring some of the best action and the best drivers to you guys. So Tommy Brandon and those guys over there, big thank you to them. Racer Supply, very big thank you to those guys. They help us out with the Monday Night Thunder series. My guys, Sam and Johnny Foley for our invocation, our national anthem that we normally play. We just didn't have time tonight. And everybody else, all the admins, Dominic Santina, Zach Krieger, everybody that works here. It takes a village to do this whole thing, and without everybody, we can't make it happen. So look for something big next month coming from the DSRL guys on Wednesday nights. They're going to do a single track specific series. I-55 Federated Auto Parts Speedway. They're going to do a late model series there for about 10 or 12 weeks. Already got great sponsors lined up. Waggy and Casey, the I-55 lawyers, Brad Smith, bunch of guys are in on that deal. And we're adding some more stuff all the time. So keep your eyes peeled for that. It's going to be on Wednesday nights, right after the General Tires Winter National Series. Don't worry about those guys. So practice winding down. These guys are going to get ready to get out here and get after it tonight. Be feature time in just a few seconds. This is not season 16, round 11. I don't know what that is. I don't think that changed anything. Okay, so we don't need that there. We need that there. Good. All changed. Let's get down here and look at our starting lineup. And when things go sideways here, they go all the way sideways. I can promise you that. All right, it's going to be Vinny Sansone, your points leader, on the pole with Craig Silby beside him, Mason Hannigan and Alex Jasinski in row number 2. Joe Quinn, newcomer to the series, going to start inside row number 3 next to Skylar Brown. The Saban Bebent and Jacob Denny in row 4. Keep your eye on the 61 car, guys. He will make his way towards the front here. I can assure you he'll be battling with those top 4 or 5 guys right there very quickly. Scott King will start inside of row number 5 and Cody Terry on his outside. And then your 6th row, Billy Rowley and Jacob Schmutz. Row 7, Nathan Davis inside, Colby Cooper on the outside. Then Matt Westfall on the inside of row number 8 with Peyton Grease beside him. Whiskers going to start inside of row number 9 next to Garrett Halsey. And then James Tiernan and Garrett Boyd in row 10. And Miles Jansen scheduled to tag the back of the field. We will see how many of these guys are actually going to roll out here. Oh, cool. Had the wild child up there. So I think Tiernan maybe didn't make the call. Jensen didn't make the call. Everybody else is out here. March 26th. I can't make it, buddy. Got too much going on. In fact, I think we're racing that weekend somewhere. If I remember the schedule, we might be in Lawton that weekend. I can't remember. All right, I think the lights are off on the pace truck. We're going to get ready to go green. 30 laps. Sansone, Silby, row 1. Straczynski, Hannigan, row 2. Brown and Quinn in row 3. Pace truck is in. Green flag in the air. We are racing. Monday night wingless 360 series, and I saw cars getting pummeled around back here. I think everybody except for Schmutz, and Schmutz is going to take it in. We got a battle for the lead already. Silby threw the slider on Sansone. He got lap number 1. Sansone now right back at him. Out of 2. Silby crossing that under. Fireworks still going off on the outside of the backstretch. Don't know why. This time, Vinny Sansone to the point when we get to the stripe. They are 4 wide behind that. For just a second, they were 4 wide. Straczynski was right against the fence. I know Hannigan was there. Denny was there. There was a bunch of guys on the inside right there. I lost track of who all it was. Joe Quinn might have been in the middle of that too. Right now, Sansone has taken command of this thing by about 4 car lengths. Off of 4, Hannigan in third. Straczynski 3 wide for 4th. Denny was in the middle and Brown was on the bottom. They get back to 2 wide. Hannigan and Denny.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Or Straczynski and Denny, excuse me. Let's go back and see. I think Mr. Bebent is the one that's going to have the problem. Right here. We'll get down here towards 1 and 2. Right rear is going to go up over the cushion. Almost guaranteed. Yep, that's exactly what happened. He's going to get sideways, loses most of his car. He got clipped around there by Cooper. Cooper didn't have anything to do. There was nothing that he could do. All right, so we'll get that all fixed up. That thing's not working right. Oh, we'll let you know. Here we go. Now we're back. Sansone, Silby, Hannigan, Straczynski, Denny, Brown, Quinn, Terry, Davis, and Cooper are our top 10. Cooper might have a little damage. Grease, Rowley, Williams, Halsey, Boyd, Bebent is out. Westfall is out. King, 3 laps down. He's in the pits. Schmutz, Tiernan, Jansen. All right. Green flag back in the air, back underway, 25 laps to go. Sansone and Silby still 1-2. Hannigan third. Denny now up to fourth. Straczynski slides the car up the hill on the front stretch. He takes fifth. Skylar Brown. Joe Quinn down on the bottom. Got around Cody Terry. He hangs on to seventh. Terry is eighth. Davis making a little bit of a charge through the field right now. He's going to move himself to 8th, make it 9th. Terry goes back by. Kobe Cooper still 10th. Little ways back. Ernie Williams is in 11th. We're going to go back to the front, starting to tighten up. Silby is right up to the rear end of Sansone's 80 machine. Sansone riding on the lip. Caution. Well, let's go see Billy Rowley. Billy Riley's got the right rear up against the wall. He kind of bumped it in there. Looks like he's okay right here. Still looks like he's okay. This time he's not too much. I can tell by the way that car was entering that corner, and he and Halsey going to get together. Bad news bears, and around and upside down they go. So 14 cars still in this one. Halsey the last of those, it looks like. I can't say anything there, Scott, because I have no idea. All right. Green flag back in the air way after the start-finish line, it looked like. Flagman, a little bit of sleep. We're going to have a big caution again. Yeah, we're going to have a whole bunch of cars, I think, in this one. We're going to go back here and watch Garrett Boyd, a 21 machine. Peyton Grease is right in front of him, and Ernie Williams is right in front of that. It looks like he's in it. I don't know that he causes this at all. No, he did not. He just got a little piece of damage right there. It looked like Nathan Davis maybe got into all of that, and he started that by hitting the fence on the outside. So more cars in bad positions. Looks like Davis just going to be missing that nose cone piece there on the very, very front. He's going to be able to continue. Radiator's exposed. It's a non-wing car. Don't have a whole lot of downforce anyway, so. All right. Pace truck is in. Green flag is back in the air.
Green, green, green.
Sansone is getting some fantastic starts. Denny went for third. Hannigan crossed him back over, and Hannigan got a great run down the backstretch. Silby spun the right rear just a little bit through 1 and 2, and Hannigan jumped on him like a rat on a Cheeto, and he took second. Now Silby's having to work, but Denny's got the high side, had the preferred line. He takes third. Silby back to fourth. Straczynski is still fifth. Brown still in sixth. Quinn is seventh. Terry, Cooper, Williams, Peyton Grease all battling for top 10 spots.
All right, man.
Caution. I think Peyton Grease might have died this time. Watch the 92 car here. He looks pretty good in 3 and 4. He was in that gaggle of cars I was talking about right there. Cody Terry right there, the red car. Ernie Williams in the blue car. Oh, got the wall on the front stretch. That's really going to upset it. Yep, he's in on the bike already. Up and into the fence. That is some really bad news for him right there. So, little shake up towards the front. Sansone now. Hannigan second. Denny third. Silby back to fourth. Then Straczynski, Brown, Terry, Cooper, Williams, and Boyd inside the top 10. So the old face for radio cracking his way up into the top 10 right now. Joe Quinn has taken the 901 machine to pit road. Nathan Davis still cruising around there in 12th. Garrett Halsey is 11th. I'm looking at some of the I ratings on these guys, and you are talking about a strength of field well over 3,000, probably pushing 4,000. That is some pretty lofty company to race with. So down to 18 to go, and once again, Sansone with a great start. Slider came from Silby. Can he hang on? I don't think so, because Denny had too much run down. Silby finds the outside wall down the backstretch. Can he hang on to the car and get it squared away? He does so right behind Trzynski, right in front of Brown. So a cut down right there. Denny and Trzynski started to go at it. Sansone out in front, and Hannigan got a good run through 3 and 4. Hannigan tried to go for it, had to check the car down. Sansone has the high line. Now Hannigan goes in 3 and 4, still not going to get it there. Halfway home. Sansone, Hannigan, Denny, the top 3. Trzynski around Silby to 4th. Silby's back to 5th, and really having problems with that 7 car. He's fighting it like there's money in it to win it, and he just can't knock it out. Here comes Hannigan. Slider in 3 and 4, goes all the way to the fence. Sansone cuts it back underneath, and he is going to keep the lead. Oh, Denny bumps the fence in 1 and 2. Is that going to open things up for anybody? No, these 3 so far ahead of everybody. It didn't help a bit. Now Sansone down off the top. That time Hannigan leads. It's a new leader on the 18th lap. First time all night long. Someone other than Vinny Sansone has led this thing. It looks like the 80 car may be starting to fade a little bit here as we get into the late going. That time Hannigan slaps the fence hard. I don't know if he hurt the car or not. Looks like it's laying over on the right rear pretty good. Denny's going to go up the inside. Sansone on the outside. And Sansone's car looks to be going away. Hannigan's car is hurt, and Denny's going to take full advantage. Hannigan busted right rear. Suspension broken on that car heavily. This time it's Whiskers. Ernie Williams. And that 91 machine is going to be in trouble back here. Yep, same thing I think everybody else has been doing. Got that right rear in there just a little hot. Got it up and over. Walks the fence. And loopy spinny. Gets creamed right there by Cody Terry. Spins him back the other way. So he took it off the track. We are down to 9. It was a war of attrition. Garrett Boyd in 9th. Garrett Halsey in 8th. Colby Cooper is 7th. Skylar Brown in 6th. Craig Silby is in 5th. Alex Trzynski 4th. Mason Hannigan in 3rd. Vinny Sansone in 2nd. And the new leader up front with 10 to go, Jacob Denny. So Eldora not being friendly at all tonight. Green flag back in it. 9 laps officially to go that time. Denny still out in front. Sansone, Hannigan. Hannigan with a damaged car trying to hang on to 3rd. Trzynski and Silby 4th and 5th. Brown, Cooper, Halsey, and Boyd. A lot of broken race cars tonight here. This track, really notorious for being a highline only track. Now, if you get it in the corner a little too hot, the right rear is going to find the outside wall. And if you put rubber on cement, especially when they're both in motion, or at least when the right rear is in that kind of motion, good things never seem to happen for the driver. Denny Around the top side, 7 to go. He's getting a pretty healthy gap here, almost out to 4/10. Sansone's got about half a second on Hannigan, and Hannigan doing a great job. Got that car back up underneath him. Looks like it's still a handful, but he is really wheeling it. Hanging on to a podium spot. Trzynski and Brown started to go at it. Silby's falling all the way back to 6th. Skylar Brown got around him. Now those two starting to battle back and forth, 5th and 6th here. Halsey Cooper and Boyd still running at the back, but 5 to go. The wave lap right here as Jacob Denny starts to stretch it out over half a second. It's a half a second between Sansone and Denny, and then it's about 4 car lengths. As Hannigan really starting to get that thing going again. 1 car. Late race trying to come up to 2nd. Put some pressure on your points leader, and Sansone's car really is fading here. Hannigan goes in for the slider, comes around, 3 to go. Denny gets it first. Sansone is still there now. He'll slide all the way to the outside wall. I don't think Hannigan got to drive through the center of the corner. He need to come down the hill, but he's going for the slider here in 3 and 4. 2 to go this time. Almost side by side, and Sansone with that exact same line again. Up on the cushion, got a good run. Hannigan got a pretty good squirt down the backstretch, but he falls in line as the white flag is in the air. Denny's out to 1.2 seconds. Brown up to 4th, Trzynski back to 5th. Jacob Denny's into 3 and 4 for the final time. He'll pick up the win in round number 7. I think it's his first win in the series and in the league. And Sansone and Hannigan, that was tight. 2/100ths of a second, Vinny Sansone. Comes home in position number 2. Mason Hannigan comes home 3rd. We'll bring our top 3 around. We will try to get a chat with them. So we'll let them get down there. We'll go down here and we will bring them up one at a time. Mason Hannigan, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you were close tonight. 2/100ths of a second, but 3rd place. Tell me about your feature, buddy.
I stood on it again, leading it, and just stood on it. And just can't say much more about that one. So yeah, we'll just move on, I guess.
Well, it looked like car got damaged after you did slap the wall there. Were you fighting an ill-handling car the last 12 or 15 laps?
Oh, most definitely. My shit was tore up. I hung it in the fence, and normally when you hang it in the fence in real life, you're done there. But according to iRacing, you can keep going, and so I decided to keep going there, and I felt like I was running a street stock there for a little while.
It looked like the right rear was pushed in pretty good. The car was kind of sagging down on it, and it looked like you were just fighting it. And it looked like right after the caution that it kind of got better. So, you know, with all the pressure behind you when you were still in the green after you did tag the wall, just kind of hard to get the car under you, trying to make sure you were, you know, keeping it under you and staying out of everybody's way. And then a little bit of a break. Did it help you settle down and get more control of the car?
A little bit, yeah. I had to get a shock adjustments in, and honestly, it felt pretty decent there, and it kind of squatted on the right rear, and it just felt like a silver ground car, and I could drive it off the right rear pretty hard there, and me and Vinny had one hell of a race. But yeah, when I put it in the fence there, and I knew Jacob was there, I knew we were probably done, and yeah, kind of frustrated about this one, but he'll have that. So.
Well, still an awesome finish, man, on the podium with a strength of field, and I was kind of calculating in my head. It's at least 4,000. It might be a little bit over. That's a heck of an accomplishment. I'm sure you got a few thank yous, some shout-outs before we let you get out of here.
Yeah, first of all, I don't know why I parked in the second place spot, but yeah, we didn't even finish there. So, yeah, good run to Jacob and Vinny, and got to thank Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Sims, UDTV, and you guys putting on the league, and especially Velocity Race Designs for getting that one. And Yeah, thank you for the broadcast, and either be back Wednesday or next Monday.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congratulations again, and we look forward to seeing you back on track soon.
Yes, sir.
Mason Hannigan finishes in third. We are going to get ready to move up. And we are going to talk to Vinny Sansone here. Let's get Vinny. Our points leader coming into the night. He led about half the race. He comes home second by 2 100ths. Vinny Sansone, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, a hell of a run tonight, man. You look like the class of the field. It looked like the car started going away there towards the end. What happened in the last 10 laps?
Yeah, we had just missed it on the setup a little bit. Thought it would the track would come into me a little better there at the end, but did just enough to hang on to that second spot. But Jacob and Mason ran a hell of a race.
Yeah, you and Jacob had a pretty good there when he took the lead, and then with a broken car, Hannigan's tough anyway. When he had a broken car and you guys battled there towards the end, you eked it out. A strength of field this high, this many good drivers. Second place, nothing to scoff at, but how much fun is it out there racing with these guys?
Oh yeah, it's a blast to get the, guys who are real good at what they do and able to manipulate, maneuver around each of these tracks. And so not only you're racing the track, you're racing them, and there's just not very many other places you get that kind of quality of racing.
Well, an awesome run. I'm sure this is going to help you stay in the points lead. You got some shout-outs, some thank yous?
Yeah, thanks for all the friends and family that followed me and support me. And, thanks to you guys and DSRL for putting these events on and bringing all the drivers like us here to one place to put on a show.
All right, man. Well, congratulations again, and thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you back next week.
Hope so. Thank you.
All right. Second place finisher, Vinny Sansone. We are going to get ready to move up here and talk to tonight's winner. I think it's his first DSRL win. I think it's his first win in the series. I told you guys at the beginning of the show, you better watch the 61 car. He has steadily been getting faster and faster. Tonight he comes in here, takes advantage, and wins this thing by a pretty good chunk there towards the end. Jacob Denny got a copy.
Yeah.
Well, an awesome run, man. You made it look pretty easy there. You kind of bided your time. Looked like you were picking them off one car at a time. And then the door opened up, and you wasted no time pouncing on us. Tell us what was going on when you got ready to take the lead on the bottom side there.
It all happened really fast. I saw Mason got in the wall, and then he had nowhere to go, and I was just stuck in the wall on the outside of both of them, and kind of pointed it down the hill and drove down the track, and luckily got by both of them because it was getting pretty slick. I don't know if I was going to be able to get by them after that.
Yeah, it looked like as everything started to get slick, the car slowed down quite a bit, but the guys behind you started to fade. Did you start to notice a bigger gap every lap after you got the lead?
I was just trying to focus on hitting my marks and not plug it in the fence because we were all right on that razor's edge to plug it in the fence. I did it once when I was behind Mason, so I was just trying to stay focused. And if I saw a car slide me, then I would point it back down the hill, but I was just focused on hitting my marks.
Well, an awesome run tonight, man. A win here is a big deal. Like I was telling the other guys, I mean, this strength of field is over 4,000 on average. So, you got the best of the best coming in here in these wingless cars, and as your first win, this one's got to mean a little bit.
Yeah, it's been fun these last 4 weeks. It started out Limeland pretty good, and then got another one at Weed Sport, and second last weekend, and another one again this weekend. It's just been good racing, good hard racing, and you can't ask for much more.
Well, some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you go pop the cork on that champagne.
I'd like to thank Caleb Sheetsy at Sheetsy Designs, Service Master, and FK Rowden, who sponsored me in real life, and Mason for the setup help tonight.
All right, man. Congratulations again. Thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you back next week.
Yep, thank you.
Your winner tonight, Jacob Denny. Let's get ready to look at our official results. Denny wins it. Sansone was second. Hannigan in third. Brown comes home fourth. Good run for Brown. He charged his way through the field went backwards early and then comes forward quickly to the end, and he finishes fourth. Straczynski was fifth. Silby in sixth. Hard charger for the evening, Garrett Halsey picks up 11 spots, comes home seventh. Colby Cooper in eighth. Garrett Boyd ninth. Cody Terry 10th. Ernie Williams in 11th. 12th went to Nathan Davis. Peyton Grease in 13th. Joe Quinn 14th. Billy Rowley in 15th. Saban Babent in the 16th spot. Matt Westfall 17th. Scott King 18th after some technical difficulties. Jacob Schmutz 19th. James Tiernan in 20th. And Miles Jansen rounded out the 21-car field tonight. Awesome night of racing. Guys did a fantastic job. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern, PRO Sidewinder Dirt Series. Don't forget to tune in for that. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell anybody who likes dirt racing. You're seeing the best of the best right here on the Dirt Racing Network. Then Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, the General Tires Winter Nationals presented by Tim Sims. Hosted by the Dirt Slingers Wednesday Night Warriors Big Block Modified League. Round number 8. And I had the track in my head and I completely just forgot where they're going to race this week. Either way, that starts at 8 Eastern. Be sure you tune in for that. Dominic Santino will be back on the call. That is going to do it for us here tonight. For Dominic Santina, Zach Krieger, and myself at the Dirt Racing Network, we appreciate each and every time you guys tune in. Be sure you like, share, follow, and subscribe to our various channels. Until we see you the next time, everybody keep it dirty.